Hey guys, how's it going? I don't know what just happened there. I think it was my fat fingers. Push the button. Don't touch me. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna set this up over here. Let's see. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, we're all set up now, you guys. Here we go. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Happy Friday Eve. Y'all know how much I like Friday Eve. Okay. We're going to pin this at the bottom. So we're doing a kit today, you guys. Let's see. As you start hopping on, if you could say hello, just so that I know you guys can hear me okay. Huh, interesting. There you go, you guys. I don't know. The back of face is acting a little funny for me. I'm not sure what it's doing. What is happening? Okay. So I think we're okay. I'm not seeing any comments, but that just means... Oh, there we go. Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Okay, so we're doing a fall grapevine today. Y'all, a storm is rolling in. I don't know what's going on. I thought I pushed the wrong button when I did the live. I've done a million of them. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are going to be doing a fall grapevine, and this is a kit, you guys. Hey, Tina. This is a kit, you guys, and you get an 18-inch grapevine. I made it oval, okay? These come round. I squish it on the ground. I like the little bit more oval-looking thing, okay? Not big on the round. I don't know. Hey, Karen. You will get one of these. I grabbed an extra one because I'm extra, guys. Okay? I'm extra. Y'all know. So you got one of these. One of these. It's a burgundy mum. Then you get this beauty here. Tell me this is not amazing. So it's got all kinds of like a little beaded grass that we're going to take apart. It's got this beautiful eucalyptus. It's kind of like a rust color. Love it, love it. Hey, Trina. And then we're just doing two solids. I know, I know. Trust me. It'll go, it'll go. So yeah, so the kit comes with that. And I did, like I said, I did grab an extra one of these, but that's just because a lot of times I always do extra. Y'all know. You know, you know. So it is pinned at the bottom, you guys. So we're going to do this time, we're going to do two bows. Oh, yes, I did say that. Two bows. We're going to do a bow at the top. We're going to do a bow on the bottom, and then we're going to add florals and greenery around it. Yup. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. So we were looking because we wanted to see what spray she had in. And look at this. So you got berries, just tons of berries. Then it's got the little foamy leaves. Then you have these eucalyptus. I want a bush of this eucalyptus right here. I just want a giant bush of that. But look how big this is. This is just one spray. So we're going to, obviously, we're going to break that sucker up. And of course, right, the little burgundy, oh, the burgundy, if you can see. So it just doesn't have just the leaves. It also has like little bits of eucalyptus throughout. So that's what we went with. So let me put this out of the way here. And then we're going to make some bows. And then we're going to work around the bows. So this is, the two colors are burgundy. And that's like the faux royal burlap kind of. And then we've got our diagonal weave, and that's like an autumn rust. Hey, Kathy Mitchell. So yeah, so here we go with these. Let's make a bow. let's make a bow, y'all. So we're gonna do a couple different layers to this bow, okay? Since we have 2 colors. So we're gonna do, brown. Let me grab my zip ties, you guys. Hey, Tracy Bradley. Hey, Stella. So we're going to do, let's do a 7-inch tail. 7-inch tail, and then our first loop here is going to be 6.5. And 6.5 on the other side. Okay, so we're doing 1 tail up, 1 tail down. And then we're going to break, let's see. Yep. And that tail is, what is that? 14 inches. Okay. I may need to give it a little bit of a trim. Hey, Teresa. What? We'll see. We'll see. So how's everybody's week been? So the holiday is Monday, which of course I always forget when the holidays are. So totally forgot about that. Okay, so we're going to bring that down about 1/2 inch. And then we're going to do this loop at 6. So each one of our loops is coming down 1/2 inch. So hopefully, does anybody have any fun plans for the long weekend? Yo, Sarah's playing hooky. So we're going to stagger these. So the tails are going to be about 1 inch. Okay? There's going to be a little bit longer distance on those. So Sarah's hubby took her on a little adventure. Tell me that's not awesome. So she's having fun. So this is going to come down about 1/2 inch. And we're going to do this at 5.5. How pretty this is together. These colors, you can never go wrong. I know. Rest and relaxation. Now that's no school. White trash beer pong tournament at our firehouse Saturday. Girl, I ain't judging. How fun. Heck yeah. Hey, Shirley. You say that proud, girl. That'd be fun. It's okay. We're at our friend's last weekend, and we were playing, after quite a few adult cocktails, we decided to play giant Jenga. So, nothing special, Tina. Tina, you gotta relax, girl. Supposed to be taking it easy. Okay, then we're going to come in and we're going to do our bump, okay? So 1/2 inch down. Then we're going to do this. We're going to do this at 3 inches. Heck yeah. Have some fun. Life is short, guys. You can have a good time. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. Nothing like a bunch. And this is all adults. These are all grown people. Okay? These are people, well, of course, we had people ranging in ages from 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. We had a great time. Giant Jenga. Yo, you start getting creative with that one. It's not falling. It's not falling. It's the wind. Lot of fun. Okay. So let's move some of our tails here around. Oh my gosh, so much fun. It was. It was. It was. Okay, so we're just spreading our tails, you guys. Now, I'm trying to make it so that we don't have, right, because it's just two colors, so I kind of don't want, right, I don't want the burgundy right next to the burgundy. So I'm kind of trying to split these up a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, so this week we have a birthday party. Our little Penny. So Penny, we have some very dear friends of ours, and they're like the kind of friends, they're not friends, they're family. And their daughter is turning 2. Her name is Penny. So our little Penny is turning 2. Super excited about her turning that. And we're doing a birthday party this weekend. Okay, so we're just kind of trimming that a little bit. That was a little long. Okay. Hey there, Lisa. Oh, nice, Trina. Congrats. Right? It's like, now she's, so from middle school, ooh, that means she's going to high school, girl. Okay, so look how pretty that is, okay? Right, and that's just with two ribbon colors. Kind of making our tails just a little, but look at that. Okay, so we're going to put this on the top. That sucker's going to go like right there. When we put it through, just remember, put it through your grapevine. Don't do it around, make sure it goes through. Thank you. Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, you do bows and you're like, hey, I need it like 10 different ribbons, different designs. Y'all, you can make gorgeous bows with just 2 colors. Okay. So that one's going on the top here. Kind of move that around a little bit. And remember, it's not tightened all the way because I may decide to move her a little bit, and then we're going to put another one down here. So this week I'm doing one like this, and next week I'm doing something similar but with a sign, okay? So let's start off again with our burgundy. And this one's going to go on the bottom, so we're going to do this one just a little different. So we're going to, once again, we're going to do our tail at 7. We are going to do our loop at 6.5. Right? Because I feel like these 2 colors they're fall. There is no doubt. You have this, it's fall. And we're going to do, about there. What is that? Look at that. 14 inches. So that's what happens. You can eyeball it. It's like anything else. It's like when you cook all the time. If you're doing it all the time, you kind of can eyeball it after a while. I ain't going to see it's going to be perfect, but it's going to be close. Okay. So now we're going to do the other side for the tail. And we're going to stagger that just a little bit. About 1/2 inch. So now we're going to make this loop 6 inches. And that means our top tail is going to be 6.5. So usually my tails that I put on top, if I'm doing this, they are, if the loop is 6 inch, the tail will be about 6.5. They're usually about 1/2 inch difference. Okay. So now we're going to come back in with our burgundy. We bring down about 1/2 inch. So this one's going to be 5.5. Bring that down. once again, staggered. I like having a lot of times my tails in different lengths. I think it looks pretty that way. Okay, we're gonna set that up. Oh, y'all, I almost dropped it. Now we're gonna do our bump. Now remember, this is very similar to the last bow, but just positioning differently and your bow looks a little bit different. Loops are the same size, about 1/2 inch. 3-inch bump. And then this tail, oh, about there. Just a little shorter. Push that down. Now remember, when you guys are doing an easy bump maker, finger on one side, thumb on the other, squeeze and lift up. Do not try and take that out of there until you make sure you have a good grip on it, or else it's gonna make you mad. Gonna make you, right? I like different tails. I stagger them because then you can see the ribbon underneath, right? That way you can see all the different ribbons. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Our bow maker out of the way. And let's separate this. Next one. Next one. Same thing. So look at that, you guys. Now, if you think about it, the loops are the same size, but the tails look just a little bit different, which is totally fine. All right. So there's our bow there. There's our bow we're going to put at the bottom. And I'm going to tell you that I'm kind of eyeballing it. I'm not exactly putting it precisely in the center, I don't think. If it happens to go that way, then we'll be good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Make sure our tails are going down. Remember, you can move this around. It's fine. There we go. So now we've got a bow at the top. We've got a bow at the bottom. See? Woo! That right there says fall. And like I said, I don't usually tighten it all the way until I'm completely done, just in case I need to move anything around, okay? I may need to trim some tails along the way. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Those are kind of the same. Let's trim this a little bit more. Okay. There we are. Okay. Tails on the top. Originally, I cut them at 14 inches, but I kind of gave them a trim. So sometimes you'll cut them a certain, thank you. Sometimes I'll cut them a certain length and then I'll end up trimming them. Because if I don't want it to hang too far down and like be covering this bow, right? So it just depends. But I did start them off at 14. Okay, you guys, so we're going to cut up this one. And we're going to make that kind of our base, okay? So we're going to add, we'll start here. We will we'll start here. And now these are not pushers, this bush, but it is an amazing bush, you guys. Hold on one sec. You can see that a little better. Okay, there we go. So we're cutting this up. Now, I also picked this one because it's a darker green, right? Like, I didn't want something that was light, because to me, kind of the lighter colors kind of make me think of spring. So I went and picked something that, to me, was a darker. It has a little bit of the veins are a little bit lighter, and the little balls on top, but it's more of a darker color. So I'm putting the sides right there, okay? I'm probably going to add this towards the top. No, don't bite me. Okay, there we go. Y'all, if they get ornery, just push them in there. Show them his boss. Okay. Now I'm going to put some of this down here on this one. So this is going to this is our base. And then everything else is going to go around this. So you're going to be able to see the green behind things. And then the reason I put the bow on, because I don't want to put my greenery on and then figure out, put it in the bow and then it covers half my greenery. Like, it's not going to make sense. How do you decide what greenery you're going to use? Okay, so, like on this, I'll show you, hold on. My greenery depends a lot of times on, like this bush, right? I start with one piece. So this was the first thing that I picked. So everything went off of this. So the greenery that I wanted to pick was something that was similar in color to what was already on here or the leaves. Y'all. So that's why I picked this greenery. See that? So that's how a lot of times I will pick the color for my greenery, is based off of my whatever is my first piece, right? We all start off with one thing. So the first thing that I picked, I knew I wanted to build around this. So then that's where I picked my colors from, okay? So this has the little tips. If you see the leaves, they have a little tips of kind of like a little bit of brownish, reddish. Then that's where I pulled in this, right? So, and of course, the rust. And then at the end, then I pick my ribbons. So I always pick my floral first, and then I figure out what ribbons do I want to go. So yeah. Okay, so you've got going down, up, right? So up and down. So now we're going to start filling around. Filling around. So some of these you can cut. This is not a pusher, but it is still a fantastic bush. So we're going to put this little bit smaller one. Now the reason I did cut it a little bit shorter is, y'all, don't bite me. Sarah has amazing grapevines, but sometimes they are a little thick. They got to fight. Ooh, that was a wire there. Don't let that get you. And so I wanted to peek out behind the bow, right? There we go. So now we're going to put some up there. Same thing, cut this one. And I will tell you that as much as that matches, I also like to pick greenery where, right, like this is dark, but it's got other pieces that have a little bit of lightness in them. So as long as something in this bush would go with the greenery on there, then then it picks up a little bit of the lighter color. And that's another, that's another texture. That's another look. It adds dimension, as they say. Y'all, a lot of times, I know a lot of people are very technical with their terms. I am not. I will tell you, if it looks good, I know, like when I do my little center, I call it the bump. I don't know what they call it. I call it the bump. And I'm still putting around my bow here. And if you notice, I'm leaving space, right? Because there's going to be other stuff going around there. So, yeah. The bump. Okay, I'm going to add another little piece there. I have to add another one there. But I will tell you that I love making grapevines. Grapevines are my jam. Those are like the thing that I love to do. Okay, I need to put this here because I want to see it. I like peeking. I like it peeking. So if I can't see it behind the bow, it's going to bug me. There you go. Now it's peeking. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. It's like one of those things that what I will tell you that before I started doing lives, I was so scared to do lives. I was such a chicken. I was like, oh my God. It's scary. And then once you start doing it, I've been doing it for a few years now, it's like you kind of get your groove and it's like, you love me or hate me. Thank you, Tina. So that's the first one, okay? We've got one of the bushes down. I've got the other one left. I'm going to add more of that, but let's start working on some of these other, putting some more of this other stuff in. So let's see. So we're going to break this up first. I don't want to break this up. That looks good. I will tell you how I break these up is I literally just find that the path of least resistance is literally how I pick. Okay, so I know that's got that green, and that's got that really pretty, okay, so the leaf's going to come out. Because there's a lot more of the other stuff, I have to figure out where I'm going to put those leaves. So, those are coming out for now. Now we're going to go in and add some of these berries. So these come, let's see. Look how pretty these are. Ooh, very fall. So then, remember we got gaps. We got gaps. Okay, so we're going to put that there. So if you notice, I'm kind of moving some of those around. Okay, that's got too green there. I watched the replay of your Patreon. It was beautiful. Candlestick? What candlestick? Did I do a candlestick? I don't know. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I do a lot of different things. Sometimes I'm like, what did I do? So now we're going to take this one. We're going to put it on this side. Okay, so I'm putting the greenery behind it. And once again, so because this is the orangey one, I obviously don't want to put the little orangey one next to it. So we're going to kind of do this. Hold on. Come on, man. Work with me here. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Man, that was working my nerve. Okay, there we go. I'm like, don't you dare. So let's see how cute that is. Okay. So you've got berries coming down this way. Let's put some berries on the bottom. Good evening, Veronica. Oh, where do I want? Okay, that looks like there maybe. Yeah. I think we're going to go right there. That one's very short though. Hold on. Y'all, sometimes some of these are a little short, so I will pull some stuff out and then bring that back in and wrap the little wire around. Okay, there we are. Much better. Okay, now we're going to put this on the bottom. That's a lot of glue. Uh-oh. Oh, it's just that. So if you start to put something in, needle nose, and it does not want to go in, use your needle nose. Do not try and stick your finger in there, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up sticking your finger inside of glue, and you're going to want to cry. How do I know that? Because I have done that many a time. Okay, so we got our berries here. We're moving our berries. So some of our berries are coming up, and some of them are coming down. Okay, look how pretty. Okay, now we're going to come back with this one on the other side. There we are. Okay, and these are nice because they do have the wire through them, so kind of move them around. Okay, there we are. Perfect. Got more. See, this has got a lot in it. This is one of those things that I absolutely love. And it comes apart. They're wrapped. Sometimes I will tell you that if, so like on this, right? I've kind of got what I want my bigger pieces to be. So now I can come in and grab one of these, put some glue, say add this piece here. Don't be afraid to break down your sprays, you guys. I break sprays down all the time. Okay? Okay, we're going to come in. Add one of these other ones. Look how pretty that is. We're going to add one down there and one on the top. Look how pretty that is. Fall. Fall. Very fall. So I'm going to add this. And probably this. And this greenery here. Whenever you take them apart, a lot of times they have wire that you can wrap. You can also use a if you want to use a floral pick, if you have a pick machine, you can do that too. That one's not wanting to go. It's okay. Once you put the glue on there, it'll stay. You put it on your grapevine. Okay, we're going to put some of this in here. Remember what I told you, do not use your fingers. Use your needle nose to get it in there. Pull that up. No, pull that out. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So I am making some of this come down a little bit. Okay? See that? So it's coming down here. Got it here, here. Kind of all over. Okay, I'm going to set these aside for now. Let's bring in these little leaves that we got. There's only 3 of these. So, I think we're going to add one here. We're going to add one down here. That way you can see it up here. You can also see it at the bottom. Now we're going to take this one, cut that one in half, and we're going to put a piece here. And we're going to put a piece here. That way you've got it on both sides of the bow. Okay? Let's add in some of our mums. So this is a great one. This little bush is a pusher. The reason why that is fantastic, I will show you in 1 minute. Alright, so with pushers, you can obviously make everything go to the top so it looks like that, or pull those down and now you've got this, okay? So let's put some of our little mums in here. How cute are those? Oh, so that one's a 3 one. So some are singles and some are 3s and some don't have eucalyptus. Nice. I always like a variety. Okay, so let's add this little baby one up here. And then we're going to come down and put them on here. Okay, a lot of these is you're wanting to spread out your flowers, so you kind of see them everywhere. Super pretty. Okay, you've noticed you're putting it all around the bow. Got to do the other side, got to do the other side here. So these are a lot of fun. So it's everybody working on now. Oh, I was a doctor, just got on. That is gorgeous. Thank you, Renee. Hopefully everything's good. It's fall, girl. It's fall. Okay, let's see. Trying to find a spot here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and see, we're getting a little bit of everything. Thanks for helping on, you guys. I appreciate you. If you guys are not following the page here, the Wreath Shop, make sure you do that. That way you know when we go live. I also, those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab with the Wreath Shop here. I come on and I do kits. I do collections for the Wreath Shop. And I'm usually here Tuesdays and Thursdays. Occasionally life will happen. But for the most part, I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I do also have my own page that you guys can go follow. It's called the Red Rustic Rose. You guys go follow me over there. I would appreciate it. Okay, so we're coming in. And if you notice, so now we have all around our bow, right? This is missing one here. Can't have that missing. Everything with pushers, you can decide where you want your leaves. Okay. I'm liking that. We have quite a few of these left. Thank you, Michelle. Right, we're doing fall stuff. Oh no, the heck, I didn't take that tag off. Why did I not take that tag off? You know, we're doing fall. This is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom, you guys. Okay, we're coming in here. Think about making a photo wreath. Oh, you said that last time, yeah. Make a photo wreath. Girl, you can make whatever you want. Right? You can put anything. Okay, so we're adding all of our little mums here. Gonna add some throughout here too, because it's kind of like these are kind of meeting a little bit. Not quite, but just enough. Multiples, yes. I teach that in the class, Tina. I teach in the class. I know, right? This might be. We'll see. We'll see. But I love the way you're thinking, girl. Love the way you're thinking. Okay, we're gonna put another one here. So if you notice, it is a little bit heavier on the mums on the top, just because to me, kind of like the top is a little bit more of the focal point than the bottom one. The other thing too is with this one, I love the leaves on this. They're super pretty. So let's see what we got there. Let me go out a little bit more. Goes here. Okay. Okay. Remember, I got this extra one. So you guys, the kit comes with one of these bushes. I'm an extra kind of girl, so I always tend to get more than one. Sarah's like, I feel like if you have two, you use two. Maybe. Maybe. She's right. I do. Thank you, Nisa. Yeah, you see, I'm just going through and I'm adding a little bit more in different spots. Like I did bring this down a little bit more here on the side, right? So it's kind of coming down a little bit, and that's going up a little bit. But look how pretty. Y'all, if you guys have not seen it, it's a kit. It's pinned at the bottom. I'm going to do one on Tuesday. Oh, come on. Why is this fighting me? No, what is happening? Okay, there we go. There we are. Don't you dare. So if you notice when you add the green, it kind of gives it a little bit more of a pop with all your stuff, right? Kind of adds a little bit of a background. That's why I love adding greenery. Greenery is one of those things that it really just adds that much more. Okay. Kind of makes all your stuff stand out. Okay, there we are. Get in that grapevine. There we are. It's like got the background for all your stuff to kind of stand out. Okay, there we are. But look how pretty that is. Let me see. I'm going to leave that. I think we're going to do that for right now. But let's fluff our little bow here. Fluff our bow down here. Like our center there. But look how pretty that is, you guys. Ooh, let go. Look how pretty. And that's with just 2 bow colors, okay? Imagine if I had more. What are those 3 takeaway tips when making a wreath in general? What are my 3 takeaways? Don't skip. Make sure you use good glue. One of the biggest one. Good glue. Don't use cheap glue. Gorilla Glue is the only glue I use. Get a good pair of cutters. Okay? These are your best friend. They will save you. Thank you, thank you. They will save you. The other thing, make sure you only use wired ribbon. I will make your life so much easier. So that is it for tonight, you guys. This is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. I think is the patriotic sale still going? I think the patriotic sale is still going. 25% off. Yep. And the code for that is STARS. Okay, STARS. So make sure you still go shop that, you guys. Remember, this is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. Make sure you guys are following the page here, the Wreath Shop, and make sure you go over and follow my page, the Red Rustic Rose. I will be back on Tuesday. And everybody, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Okay, have a good one. Eat, have fun, have a little adult beverage or 2, whatever you want. Okay, you guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.